due to flooding and collapsing structures. A total of about 4,000 households, including around 5,700 people, were evacuated in 60 cities and counties. Roads, railways, ferry routes, and flights faced major disruptions. 7 regular train lines suspended operations until 7 p.m., while 2 ferry routes and 1 flight were cancelled. Damage was reported at 500 public facilities and 430 private properties, including homes and farmland. Over 240 schools adjusted their schedules. With rainfall exceeding 520 millimeters in some areas, the government raised its weather crisis alert to the highest level and forecasts up to 300 millimeters more through tomorrow. The final day of confirmation hearings for President Lee Jae-myung's first cabinet nominees saw heated exchanges between the ruling and opposition parties today. Health Minister nominee Chung Eun-kyung's hearing was briefly suspended after disputes over documents. The People Power Party, PPP, demanded clarification on stock holdings by her spouse during the pandemic, while the Democratic Party, DP, called it political targeting. Constitutional Court nominee Oh Young-jun's hearing also faced delays as PPP lawmakers protested a special counsel's search of party offices. Interior Minister nominee Yoon Ho-jung's hearing was more subdued, though concerns over address fraud were raised. PPP leader Song Won-seok called the appointments a personal disaster, while the DP accused the PPP of obstruction. Despite tensions, confirmation reports for some nominees were adopted. A final hearing is scheduled for July 21st. In local news, heavy rain overnight in Busan led to evacuations and road closures as a heavy rain advisory remained in effect. According to local authorities, rainfall reached 43 millimeters in Sasangu district, 40 millimeters in Bukgu district, and 38 millimeters in Gangseogu district. 19 households with 29 residents were evacuated due to collapse concerns, and access to Chonyang 1 and 2 underpasses was restricted. 3 safety reports, including ceiling leaks and fallen trees, were handled. No injuries were reported. Up to 300 millimeters of additional rain is expected through tomorrow. Busan City has signed an agreement to extend family-friendly corporate benefits to Jeju Island for employees of certified companies in Busan and other regions. Participating Jeju businesses will offer discounts on entry fees, services, and products. The movie's earlier initiative, which last year provided similar benefits to 5 other regions. With this agreement, employees from over 360 companies in Busan and nearby provinces can enjoy new perks in Jeju. In international news, at least 63 people were killed and 290 people injured in Pakistan's Punjab province within 24 hours of heavy rainfall that began Wednesday morning. Most deaths were caused by collapsing buildings, while others resulted from drowning or electrocution. Since the monsoon began in late June, nearly 180 people have died nationwide, over half of them children. And now for today's weather. The current weather in Busan is cloudy with a temperature of 24 degrees Celsius. Strong rain is forecast to hit the Busan area starting in the evening. The temperature will average around 25 degrees Celsius this evening. And that wraps up this hour's news. Thank you for joining us. You're listening to BEFM 부산 영어방송.
Your best choice. BEFM Busan 영어방송.
Coming up next is For Your Busan with Laura McLucky. BEFM 부산 영어방송.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Hello, and happy Friday to you all out there. Now, these days, as we know, it's totally normal to have a camera in our phones, right? But actually, it's a pretty recent thing to have a phone camera. When digital cameras first came out, one major film company just couldn't let go of its traditional film business. And then they ended up falling behind. Womp womp. On the other hand, some companies took the risk, dropped analog cameras, switched to digital, and guess what? They totally crushed it. So sometimes change is something that we should embrace. It's a huge opportunity. So even if you're scared, step into it. Feel those fears and embrace the change. Hello everyone, my name's Laura. Welcome to For Your Busan.
One, two, three.
All right, let's kick off Friday's show with What a Wonderful World by Youngtae and Park Moon-chi.
사랑이라고 흔히 부르지 근데 그래서 그게 뭔지 풀어놓는 건 다 달라 Oh why 사람의 감정은 수학공식처럼 딱 떨어지진 않지 알긴 아는데 알고 싶단 말야 너의 눈동자는 밤 위에 별을 전부 다 만나봐 우주가 널 닮아 더 빛날까 이렇게나마 얘기해봐 What a wonderful world What a wonderful world Can't explain What a wonderful world 설명 못해 눈앞에 보이는 몇 개 단어로 표현 못해 What a wonderful world 빛이 나는 단어로 몇 개를 섞어도 봤어 가장 아름다운 말로 또 채워질 수 없는 거야 baby What a wonderful world 네 눈빛을 보면 I'm in space space 그래서 그런가 봐 숨이 멎네 yeah 갑갑한 세상이란 문장 속에 You're the space 넓은 어둠 속에서도 빛나는 가로등 빛이 널 닮아서 길을 밝혀줘 반딧불이 우릴 비추고 불레움이 나는 곳에서 No Let's talk about this wonderful world Can't explain What a wonderful world 설명 못해 눈앞에 보이는 몇 개 단어로 표현 못해 What a wonderful world What a wonderful world Can't explain What a wonderful world 설명 못해 What a wonderful world
I love it. I love it. What a wonderful world. I don't want to sing it. I'm going to ruin it if I sing it. However, what a fantastic song and what a great way to kick off Friday's show, everybody. Wah, 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 wah. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Or as some people say, not me, I would never say this because it's so not cool. And I'm very cool. Happy Friday. You say that, Ang PD? Friday. Friday. No? 좋은데요. It's 4:10 on the clock. You're tuned in to For Your Busan on Friday, the 18th of July. Thank you for joining me, everybody. Let me tell you, something has brought the power today because this YouTube live stream is kicking off. Your messages are going so quick. I can barely read them with these old chimchiman eyes. So I'm going to have to increase that. But anyway, thank you for joining us. Look at all of the fantastic messages. Numero uno wannabe-님. Hello. Oh my gosh. Okay. Today, it's kind of like a 특집. 조금 특집. You know why? We've got chicken. 근데 not one chicken, but two chicken. 두 마리. 와, 혹시 치킨 좋아하시면 손. Anyone like chicken? Ang PD's got Ang PD. I can't see your armpit. Why did you do this? I can't. You're not wearing anything with. Ang PD did this. As if I can see. Is it to stop the smell coming out from your armpits? We're very far away. No? So, who likes chicken? I tell you what. I'm excited about the power of this chicken. Everyone is so kind. Not one, but two. Viewer discretion, yes. 2 chicken coupons for you today. So today we've got a little bit of a 특집. It's all about getting to know me a bit better. For anyone who's joining us for the first time this week, my name is Laura McCluckey. Nick was your host before, but he has moved onwards and upwards to do some fantastic things in his life. So we wish him well. But that means we needed a new host. And thankfully, I was able to come and fill this position. So I'm very excited to be with you. Thank you so much for joining us today. Okay, let me get into it, shall we? TGIF. I'm not used to spending Fridays with you yet. But you can tell I'm excited, right? A little bit too much, maybe. Anyway, question. Do you like change? Do you like change? I don't know, actually. I like change when I know it's coming. I don't like sudden change. So, for example, let me give you an example. I like it when things change. I love a challenge. I love something that makes me feel scared and nervous on the inside when I'm expecting it. But I don't like instant change. Even if, for example, someone says, oh, we're going to go to this restaurant, and then they say, actually, we're going somewhere else. For me, it's not that I'm angry or upset. It just is kind of, I feel a little anxious with sudden change. How about you? Some people only like what they're familiar with, right? They order the same thing at restaurants. They always tend to buy the same style of clothes over and over again. Hello, that's me. Oh no. But sometimes change is, of course, very necessary. Trying something new helps us. And Busan is always going through lots of changes. One of the most noticeable is the rising employment rate. Now, according to Statistics Korea, Busan hit a record high employment rate as of last month, which is very good. But what's even more interesting is that despite the city's decreasing population, sadly, and I just don't know why, because Busan is amazing, the number of employed people has been growing since February this year. Wonderful, wonderful news. And in fact, Busan ranked number 1 among the 7 major cities in the increase of regular workers. So what do you think? Do you think Busan is becoming a city full of energy? Growing opportunities. And you know what, actually, I was on a radio show last night in London and they asked me to talk a bit about Busan. And I said, okay. And I talked about all of the wonderful events going on here in the city, specifically the Smart Expo, the Smart City Expo, which just finished yesterday. And really the world is talking about Busan. It's so exciting. And guess what? Exciting change has come for you, my friends, starting this week. I'm your host, so I know change is hard. It's hard to say goodbye to Nick, but I hope that you will welcome me with open arms and I will do my best to have lots of fun with you. So instead of our usual text topic, we have something special. Also, no quizmaster today. I know some of you were looking forward to seeing me or to hearing me eat something, but that'll be from next week. We have a brand new segment just for today. 무엇이든 물어보로라. So you can ask me anything. One thing that many of you, if you remember me from before I went off to eat dinner with my kids, many of you know that I'm very 솔직한 사람. So I'll speak very honestly, up, to the extent that I can on a live broadcast without getting fired. So, you can ask me really anything and I'll be as honest as I possibly can. So, do you have relationship problems? 로라에게 물어보로라. Do you want to know how to improve your English skill? 저에게 물어보로라. But you don't need to ask me that question. Do a funny one. Or a serious one. Or a really mean one. Okay? Let's do something that's a little bit, it's a 특집. Let's be special. 네, 여러분, 무엇이든 여러분이 궁금한 게 있다면 저에게 물어봐 주세요. 네, 2부에서 모두 다 대답해 드리겠습니다. 그래서 여러분이 보내준 질문 중에 재미있는 질문을 골라서 치킨 쿠폰도 드리겠습니다. 좋죠? 어때요? 그래서 저에게 물어보고 싶은 것 있으신가요? 생각해 보세요. Ask me anything you're curious about, whether it's relationships, how to make friends. Don't ask me about cooking tips. Or you can ask me, but I'm not going to give you any good advice there. But I'll give you my style answers, okay? Okay. 샵 9050 pound 9050. You can text us on the message board for 101. Kakao Talk is, of course, free of charge. And you can send us all your messages in on the BEFM app if you want, and of course on the YouTube live stream. So if you've not already checked out the YouTube live stream, go and check it out and tell me what my t-shirt says. Where's the spelling mistake on my fabulous t-shirt? Ang PD, did you see my spelling mistake? I'll show you later. Yes. New host special, like I said, we've got some fun stuff. 2 chickens to give away today. Not live chickens, they're cooked and piping hot. Delicious. We've got in the first half of the show Busan Times with Claire. Then Laura's Diary. I'm going to let you in on a bit more information about me. Then Busan Life Solutions, real life questions from international residents in Busan with helpful answers and solutions. Then, of course, in the second half of the show, on the mic, stories of our Busan locals. Then 무엇이든 물어보로라. Ask me everything. I'm going to give you probably really stupid answers because that's the kind of girl I am. And then we've got My Home, My Busan. So we've got international guests who've made Busan their home to share their stories. Sound good? Sound good? I love it. Okay, I'm so worried about today. There's so many messages. I don't want to overtalk. I want to read all your messages. Okay, get in touch and let me know if you've got anything you're interested in.
Stay connected to Busan's rhythm with For Your Busan, airing daily from 4:05 to 6 p.m. Blending your friends' voices with the latest information and news from our vibrant city.
Welcome back, everybody. It's Friday, the 18th of July, and we're closing the week with grey skies, lots of umbrellas out there, but the bright and beautiful face of Claire in the studio.
And Laura.
And me. Oh, yeah. It's my hairband. Everybody's going nuts for the hairband today.
Yes. It's so
Very
cute.
nice. Thanks very much. I got called Snow White.
Oh, yes. Yes, I could see that.
I like it. Nice. Thanks very much. I'm blushing. Although you can't tell. We're so pale.
Yeah.
But you look fabulous today, as
Thank
always,
you.
Claire. How was your day?
Oh, was good. Was good.
Yeah.
No rain.
No
but
rain.
I'm worried about other
Other
regions.
things. Yeah, I know. I was
friends
watching
and
the
families,
news.
right? Yes.
Yeah. Well, speaking of which, let's get into the first story.
Overnight rainfall triggered flooding concerns across Busan as well, with the Korean Meteorological Administration forecasting 100 to 200 millimeters of rain today and tomorrow, possibly exceeding 300 in some areas.
Wow. Okay, so what's the situation on the ground so far?
As of this morning, some neighborhoods have already recorded significant cumulative rainfall. Sasangu District with 42 millimeters, Bukgu District with 39.5, and Gangseogu District with 37.5. In response to the heavy rain alert, 29 residents from 19 households in high-risk collapse zones were evacuated to nearby homes or safe shelters.
And parts of the city had traffic restrictions as well, right?
Yes, the underground roads in Choryangdong, Donggu District, specifically the Choryang 1 and 2 underpasses, were temporarily closed for safety. Fortunately, there were no injuries, but the fire disaster headquarters did receive 3 reports overnight, one for ceiling leakage in a residence, one for a road pothole, and another for a fallen street tree.
So, I mean, thankfully, no injuries.
Yes.
That's very good news. But everyone's on high alert.
Yes, they
Yeah.
are. And that includes the city's leadership. Just yesterday at 2:30 p.m., Mayor Park Kyung-jun personally inspected the Saha Sasang urban railway construction site, specifically the 501 station area that flooded last weekend.
That's the one that got hit really hard with Sunday's downpour. Right?
Yes, on July 13th, over 190 millimeters of rain poured down in just a few hours. That overwhelmed the material entry point at the construction site, causing flood water to pour into the 501 station platform and about 800 meters of track.
And was anyone injured in this one?
Thankfully, no injuries were reported, but it did highlight some real vulnerabilities in the flood drainage systems for construction zones. Yesterday's inspection included officials from the Busan Transportation Corporation and the Sasangu District Urban Construction Bureau.
I see. And so, in that case, what's next for this site?
So Mayor Park emphasized full recovery and prevention measures, everything from infrastructure reinforcement to strict site monitoring. The Saha Sasang line is a major project started in 2017 and set to finish in 2026 with a total investment of over 830 billion won.
Wow. Okay, so basically the message is very clear. We're cutting no corners when it comes to safety.
Exactly. With this summer expected to bring even more record-breaking rain, the city is determined to stay ahead of the curve.
And that's the only way to deal with it, really.
prevention,
That's the
yes.
only way. All right, now for something a little bit drier, but still very important. Claire, there's some really good news for working parents in Busan, right?
That's right. Starting today, the city is opening applications to designate 19 new public-type childcare centers or 공공형 어린이집. These centers are selected from among outstanding private and home-based childcare facilities, and they receive government funding to provide services on par with public daycare centers.
And so what exactly does this designation mean for those selected?
So the selected centers will receive city support for 3 years, including teacher salaries, class operation costs, education upgrades, and kitchen staff wages. In return, they must meet high standards for safety, service quality, and staff management.
And who can apply?
Eligible centers must have no administrative violations in the past 5 years and meet legal standards under the Infant Care Act. The evaluation will cover everything from facilities and environment to staffing, service quality, and a regional bonus point.
Interesting. And so then how long is this the application window open for?
So until 6 p.m. on July 31st, interested centers should apply via the Child Care Support System website. Final selections will be announced in late August on the city's official website.
It sounds like a real win for working parents because one thing as a working parent, the difficulty is finding high quality trustworthy
Yes.
childcare. And so
exactly.
the city's obviously putting a lot of emphasis on this being the best quality.
Yes, they have to. And according to the director of Busan's Gender and Family Bureau, the aim is to make Busan a city where parents can feel confident raising children anywhere, anytime.
Yeah, and especially as we're looking to have more babies, the
They're
collective
encouraging when they
us.
encourage.
It's important to have these infrastructural support systems in place.
Set, yes.
Yeah, absolutely. I love that. Okay. And finally, let's have something more fun. Anyone looking for a fun escape from the storm? How about some movie magic?
Absolutely. Busan Cinema Experience Museum has just launched its new Summer Pass, giving unlimited admission to visitors through August 31st for just 2,000 won more than the regular ticket. You get access to both the museum and its immersive Cine Museum exhibit every day of the summer.
That's a pretty good deal.
just
Only
2,000원.
2,000원 더 추가. That's
2,000원
okay.
추가.
I like that, especially for families looking for some indoor fun during monsoon season.
Yes, indeed. The museum, located in Junggu District's Donggwangdong, is Korea's first cinema-themed experiential space. It includes a hands-on film production exhibit, an interactive lounge with retro displays like VHS tapes and vintage movie posters, and of course, the newly opened Cine Museum, which lets you step right into movie sets.
I love that. So do you know this, Claire? I'm a film major right now, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No, I didn't know that.
Media
Creation?
content and film design. Yeah.
Wow.
So
Have you
I'm-
been here?
I'm a 학생 right now. And don't I look so young? I've never been here, actually, to the Cine Museum, but I heard it's interactive too, right?
Yes, very much so. Visitors can explore immersive media installations and even act out scenes.
Ooh.
The pass is valid through the end of August and can be bought on site. Prices are 16,000 won for adults and 13,000 won for children or teens. For more information, you can visit the museum's website or Insta. Or call.
Insta. And I mean, it sounds like a really great experience. It's a perfect spot to make some summer memories without getting soaked from the rain. And it's also not too expensive.
Yes, exactly. Rain or shine,
Yeah.
Busan's got something for everyone this summer.
I love it. Well, Claire, that wraps us up for today's Busan Times. So if you're heading out, please do be careful of all the slippery roads and keep an eye out on the weather. And
Yes,
etc.
especially with more rain expected through Saturday tomorrow. Stay dry, stay safe, and we'll see you all next week.
yes, well, I'll see you tomorrow, but we'll see you
tomorrow.
next week.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Claire, thank you so much. Enjoy your weekend, and we'll see you on Monday.
Bye.
Bye-bye. All right, let us have a little song. This is the Rolling Stones' Satisfaction.
Satisfaction, 'cause I tried
sorry, I just coughed. Laura's Diary. 정신 차립시다, 로라. 금요일이지. It's Friday. That basically tells you all you need to know about me. It is time for Laura's Diary. Something a little different. It's not 로라의 탐구와 생활이 로라. It's 로라의 방송할 결심입니다. So Laura's broadcasting resolution, because we're doing a mini 특집 today to say hello from me to you and to let you know a bit more about me. First of all, I want to say thank you for all of those messages. We're going to read all of the questions in the second half. So where we would normally have Quizmaster, it's going to be answering all those questions, okay? So keep your messages coming in. 샵 9050 89050 카카오톡. So today we're doing Laura's Diary. 혹시 저에 대해서 좀 궁금한 거 있어요? Are you curious about anything? If you're curious about me, put a little 하트 in the chat on YouTube. You can put a little heart in there. So let me tell you a few things. I've been on stage since I was about 4 years old. I used to go with my 외할아버지, my grandfather, to 요양병원, to nursing homes, and sing for the people in the nursing homes. And from there, I went to children's theatre. From there, I went to drama school. And then I went to undergrad. I studied media and broadcasting for my 학사, for my undergrad. I did my master's, and now I'm actually, although my personality might not seem so, I'm actually finishing my PhD in media content and film design. Yeah. So this is why I'm telling you all this, is that being behind this mic for me, or being on this broadcast for me, it's not just a job. This is my calling. This is what I love, and it brings me so much joy to be with you and to interact with you and to share information. A little bit more, I'm also a passionate wellness advocate, and I care very deeply about people, mental health as well. I'm not scared to talk about the big topics. So, you send me whatever you want. I'm not scared or afraid of your big topics. So feel free to ask me anything. If you want to open up, you can also DM me. My DMs are always open. I'll always give you my honest advice. So don't ask unless you really want the truth, right? But for Your Busan, I want this space to feel authentic, to feel open, to feel very honest, a place where kindness flows and 아재개그 flows, and we can all laugh together. And one of my life mottos is, if it makes you happy, do more of it. So let's do more joking, because I love to joke, and I hope that you'll join in. But if you're joking with each other, please be kind to each other. But you can be mean to me. I don't mind that. In fact, I like it. You can roast me. Do your worst. I love it. But this show is all for you. No matter who you are, where you're from, what you believe in, you belong here at For Your Busan. We're one community, we're one humanity. That means we can play, chat, joke, debate, and disagree respectfully with empathy, tolerance, and kindness. You, my friends, are the most important part of the show. So spending time with you and sharing stories and info and ideas and building this community is, it really means a huge deal to me. So I will run this show with heart and soul and costumes and silly hats and all the things. When I was writing this, I asked myself, what do I want the listeners to feel, or the viewers to feel, when they're watching this? And so For Your Busan should feel like you're coming back through your front door, taking off your tight shoes, and falling into the warm, comforting embrace of something very familiar. So welcome home. Oh, too cheesy? Was it too cheesy? I wrote that though. That's how I really feel. Anyway, I'm going to play you a song. This is I Only Want to Be With You by Dusty Springfield. on. Kelly's singing along. Welcome,
did.
Kelly,
Hi.
for Busan Life Solutions. How are you?
Welcome, Laura.
Thanks so much. Oh, thank you so much. I know, listen, every time I'm here, we work together.
Oh, that's right. That's right. 네, it was kind of like a long time ago. But
10 years,
10
more
years.
than 10 years.
Oh my God. Time really flies.
But we
doesn't
have
it?
not aged a
네.
day. We're still as young and
진짜?
beautiful as ever. Look at this.
네.
It's like magic. Thank you, Korea. Anyway, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Yeah, wonderful.
네.
Today, the message boards are going absolutely nuts. So I'm very excited about that.
Hey,
Everyone's excited.
You have so many fans out there, right?
It's not that
네.
chicken has so many fans. We've got double chicken.
Point taken. 네, point taken.
So let's get into this segment, Busan
Right.
Life Solution. What is this segment all about?
Well, a lot of foreigners living in Busan have questions, regarding their visas, schools, marriage, etc., right? So when they have questions, well, actually they can get a free consultation at two different organizations. One is Busan Global Center, located in Yeonsan-dong, and the other organization that they can go to is Busan Foreign Resident Support Center, located in Sasangu area.
Perfect.
네.
Perfect.
So, so I gather questions, collected by these two organizations, and I share with our listeners. 네.
So these are real questions. These are not made up. There was no
Right.
there was no GPT involved. So let's get into it. What are some of the questions?
Okay, so the first question that we have is, do you have a script?
I do.
Okay, then can you...
Do you want me to read it?
No, then I'll come up with the answer.
Do you want me to do a funny voice?
No, just
just
please
normal
be
voice.
a normal voice.
Okay. I recently quit my job. I just had to ask. I recently quit my job and I'm currently receiving unemployment benefits, which is 실업급여
네.
or 급여.
네.
Is it okay to travel abroad?
Oh, yes. Actually, my answer is yes. Anyone is allowed to travel overseas while receiving unemployment benefits, aka 실업급여, right? Well, however, there's one thing to be careful about. Well, they must attend 고용센터 or employment center on their 실업 인정일. Well, I had a little bit difficulty translating this 실업급여, 실업 인정일, right? But it roughly means something like a job-seeking activity report day. How does that sound to you?
Sounds very complicated. Job seeking activity report day.
네.
I mean, it sounds right. It sounds correct, but yeah.
All right. However, if something unavoidable happens and prevents them from attending the employment center on their designated day, they can request for it to be rescheduled. In such cases, they must visit the employment center or 고용센터 to request the change at least 2 weeks in advance. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
That's very important because the thing is, if you are good at speaking Korean,
Right.
you can explain yourself very well. And so there might be, if there's maybe a fee or you were maybe going to get in trouble if you speak
Right.
Korean, you can get out of it. But if you don't speak Korean so well, the communication is hard. And so it's just, this is how it is. You've got to do this.
Right.
And so we've got to work within our boundaries. So make sure that you do it within the right time frame.
Exactly.
That's very good advice, Kelly.
네.
Thank you. Okay, next question. You ready?
I'm ready.
Can we... Oh, no, well, I didn't practice the Korean. Can we get information about the Busan 다자녀 지원금
Okay.
or Busan Multi-Child Education Support Points Program?
Nice try.
Thanks very much.
부산 다자녀 지원금, right?
다자녀.
Well, okay, good. Well, as a lot of us know already, right? Korea is facing a serious low birth rate issue, right? And because of that, families with 2 or more children are officially considered multi-child household, like a 다자녀 가구, right?
Okay.
Well, I don't know about you, but to me, it actually sounded a little bit unusual, I'm a mom of 2, and do I belong to the 다자녀 가구, like a
Yeah.
multi-children, like a household, right?
So I would say yes. For me, it makes perfect sense. Single child household, multi-child household.
Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds good. That
Yeah.
sounds good. But a lot of people actually said that it reflects the reality of Korean society today. So now families with at least 2 children are eligible for some social benefits and support programs. And this
부산 다자녀 교육 지원 포인트 사업 is just one of them.
I'm
Okay?
glad you didn't make me read that one.
네, let me repeat after this. 부산 다자녀 교육 지원 포인트 사업. Okay?
Okay, good.
All right. So parents with at least 2 children, including at least 1 child born between 2007 and 2018, can apply via 동백전 app until December 12th of this year. But also please note the parents must have resided in Busan for at least like 3 months to apply.
Okay.
Right? So those with 2 children can receive 300,000 won or 30만 원. And those with 3 or more children can receive 50만 원, like 500,000 won.
Yeah.
네.
And that money really makes a difference. Kids are expensive.
네, kids are expensive, right? Well, actually, I also applied for this benefit as a mom of 2, right? Though the same benefit was actually provided to multi-children household last year, but personally, well, embarrassingly, I didn't know about this support program actually. So I didn't even apply for that.
I know. That's
네.
the thing, right?
Right. You don't know, then you just missed it.
If you don't
right?
know, you don't know.
Right. You don't know, you don't know. I
Yeah.
didn't even know that I didn't know,
맞아요.
right? 네.
So that's something that the city could also look at to improving the
Right.
communication channels for getting this kind of benefit.
Right.
Because you working at the broadcasting station, you get all the news. And
I
you didn't
know,
know.
but I didn't know,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So what I realized this year was that other moms who applied in the past year received them just right away. But for me, it took me like 2 or 3 days to receive the benefits.
Okay.
I think that it must have taken time, to review some new applicants,
Yeah.
including me, right?
Yeah.
So anyways, this benefit can be used when paying for educational expenses like books or tuitions or something like that, right?
New shoes.
Oh, no, not no shoes.
No
Only expenses regarding education.
Okay,
네.
very important to remember.
But however, if the benefits are not used until December 31st of this year, well, they will just expire.
Okay, so until the end of this year, you can use those benefits. I think it's not going to be too difficult to use those benefits until the end of the
Exactly.
year,
네.
right? Okay, question number 3. My family and I are expats. I am an F27 visa holder, while my spouse has an F3 visa. What documents should I prepare to help extend my spouse's visa?
Okay, so let's see. For those who are unfamiliar, an F27 is a long-term residency visa, and an F3 visa is a dependent visa granted to spouses and children of those with the long-term visas, right? And generally speaking, those with F3 visas are not allowed to work in Korea, okay? But anyways, let's dive into what documents they should prepare to
Okay.
extend their F3 visa. First, they should apply for extension 4 months prior to the expiration date of the current visa. One thing to keep in mind is that they must make a reservation before visiting the immigration office.
Okay.
네.
So they've got to make a reservation. They can do that on Hi Korea on the website, and but you do need a reservation.
Exactly.
Okay.
You can't just show
You
up.
can't just say
right?
hello.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
no.
Emergency appointments are available, but they're very hard to get. So make an appointment
Right.
in advance.
Exactly. The required documents include their passport, alien registration card, 60,000 won for the visa extension fee, the integrated application form, proof of residency, copy of job report, certificate of income from the previous year, proof of marriage, and a criminal background check. However, a criminal background check is not required for those who have stayed overseas for more than 6 months within the past year. This is something that I always mention, but there's a chance that additional documents may be requested, during the evaluation process.
Because you never know.
You never know, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So they will see how things go, right? But you know what? I have heard from so many non-Koreans living in Korea that immigration office is not a pleasant place to visit, right?
Yes.
Do you agree?
Okay, I
At
don't
some
want to
point,
speak
네.
badly because I've never had a bad experience there, but I have heard a lot of negative reviews, shall we say. And I think the reason is because the immigrations services job is so, like, it's such a high responsibility.
Right, exactly. I agree.
But I think, they could be a little bit
a little friendly,
smile,
a little bit
friendlier.
So, but anyways, I hope that their visa extending process will just go smoothly.
Yes,
right?
absolutely.
네.
And remember, everything is 해결할 수 있는 거. Everything
맞아요.
we can
네.
work things out. So
네.
no stress, deep breath, just get it done. Okay,
Right.
question 4. We're running out of time. We're running out of time, but we've still got time for the last one.
All right.
Question 4. I am a Chinese person currently living in Busan. I've been operating a travel business. Can I say the name of it?
Oh, sure.
Oh, okay.
I suppose so.
Can we say
right?
the name of the business? Okay,
네.
called Deng Deng Health Management Association, which attracts Chinese clients and tourists. However, I recently learned that someone who used to work for me as a freelancer is now conducting the same type of business under a very similar trade name. How can I protect my rights?
Copycat. This person must have had a lot of, stress, regarding to it. Oh.
생각만 해도 진짜 화가 난다.
네, this person must have gone through a lot of stress, right?
Yeah.
According to Article 23, paragraph 1 of the Korea Commercial Act. Well, let me just read it in Korean first, right?
Okay.
So please bear with me. 누구든지 부정한 목적으로 타인의 영업으로 오인할 수 있는 상호를 사용하지 못한다. So let me translate it, okay? So no one shall use a trade name that may be mistaken for the business of another person with an unfair purpose.
Good.
네, how does this sound?
That
Is that okay?
sounds,
네.
yeah.
All right.
Fair.
So if someone is using an identical or very similar trade name to represent their business, they may file a complaint to prohibit the use of the trade name, right? In more severe cases, they can also apply for preliminary injunction to stop further use of the trade name.
Yeah.
But if the trade name that they are using is widely recognized in Korea, it can also fall under causing confusion with another business entity,
Okay.
right? So this is something that was referred in the Article 2 of the Unfair Competition Prevention Act, which is also called like a 부정경쟁방지법, right?
Okay.
However, there's however.
Yeah.
Let me finish, okay?
It's all very confusing,
네.
but very interesting.
Right. However, in this case, whether the other person's trade name qualifies as similar could be really subject to legal disputes, right? You know what I mean,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
So on one hand, it may look obvious, that the freelancer is copying the business, right? But it could also seem like two completely different idea to someone
Yeah.
else's idea,
Yeah.
right? 네. So if the freelancer does not comply, it may be necessary for this person to file a lawsuit or seek a court ruling.
Well, I feel really bad for this person whose ex-employee is now running a business similar to theirs. But I think the best thing to do is gather the information and then, like you said, go through
Right.
these legal routes and,
네.
and see the best course of action.
Sure.
But there is a course of action and you do have protections. Yeah.
맞아요.
Well, Kelly, thank you so much for joining us for Busan Life Solutions.
네.
And we'll see you same time next week.
Alrighty. Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye-bye. All right, before we go anywhere, I would like to let you know that a heavy rain advisory is currently in effect in the Busan area. Please avoid hazardous areas such as riverside trails and mountain valleys and take extra precautions to ensure your safety. I just want to add to that as well. Get yourself on BEFM all the time. And if you're not on BEFM, because we obviously tell you all the updates, you can also make sure that you're tuned into a broadcasting service that will give you real-time weather information to stay safe out there. That's the most important thing. All right, I have literally got so many messages to get through, but we're at the end of the first hour. So, 여러분, 궁금한 거 있어요? 저한테 무엇이든 네, 물어보로라. So you can ask me anything. Ask me everything. #9050 샵 9050 or Kakao Talk. This is the Pet Shop Boys. Did you see me coming? See you soon.
BEFM 부산영어방송.
부산의 축제 어디까지 즐겨보셨나요? 과거와 현재, 미래가 공존하는 항구도시 부산. 이곳 부산은 계절을 물들이는 다양한 축제로 늘 풍성합니다. 봄의 시작을 알리는 봄꽃 축제부터 부산의 여름을 만끽하는 바다축제, 전 세계 영화인들이 모이는 부산국제영화제와 새로운 시작의 해맞이 축제까지. 부산의 축제는 우리의 열정을 가득 담고 있습니다. 바쁜 일상은 잠시 뒤로하고 특별한 시간을 선물 받는 바로 이곳 부산에서 우리의 삶은 축제가 됩니다. 축제로 하나 되는 부산, 여러분은 어떤 축제를 기다리시나요? 이 캠페인은 대선공익재단과 BFM 부산영어방송이 함께합니다.
일상에서 문화를 만끽하는 15분 문화도시 부산. 글로벌 문화예술이 펼쳐지는 해양도시 부산. 다양한 문화예술, 공연과 축제가 펼쳐지는 부산에서 시민과 예술이 함께하는 특별한 동행이 시작됩니다.
부산문화재단 대표이사 오재환입니다. 다시 태어나도 살고 싶은 행복한 문화도시 부산을 위해 오늘 하루 문화예술의 멋진 항해사가 되어 보시길 바랍니다.
이 캠페인은 글로벌 문화도시 부산을 창조하는 비컬처 플랫폼 부산문화재단이 함께합니다.
During the summer monsoon season, Korea is often met with heavy rainfalls. Various accidents including landslides and building collapses due to weak grounds may occur during this time. So here are some tips that could keep you safe from long and wet monsoon season in Korea. First, regularly check and maintain water and drainage channels. Second, fix objects that could be blown away by severe wind such as boards, TV networks, and others. Third, residents who live near areas prone to landslides, flooding, and sinkholes should be aware of the location of a nearby shelter as directed by authorities. And lastly, be aware of getting electric shocks. Always take preventive measures when using electric appliances to protect against electric shocks. Above all, staying informed of what to do is the most important. Tune in to BEFM 부산영어방송 for emergency broadcast. This campaign is brought to you by BEFM 부산영어방송.
The time is now 5 o'clock.
포열 부산?
포열 부산 아닙니까? 원래는 울산 사람이니까 포열 부산 내리죠 이렇게.
포열 부산.
포열 부산.
할까요? 포열 부산. 잠깐만요.
You're now listening to For Your Busan.
Welcome back to the second half of the show, everybody. Thank you for joining us here. And it's time for On the Mic. However, before we get into that, because we've got so many messages coming in and we've got a little 특집 going on, I thought it's only fair that I read some of your messages now before we do anything else. Is that okay? Is that okay? I'm so sorry. I'm sorry to Bogart on the mic, but I just wanted to get in and read some messages. Okay, so I'm going to read some Can you stand up for a sec so that I can read the last line on your t-shirt? I can't because I need to talk on the mic. Otherwise, 방송사고. I'll be in trouble. However, I will do it in a little bit. Okay. 여러분, 오늘 텍스트토픽은 텍스트토픽보다 우리는 작은 특집을 하고 있습니다. 그래서 저에 대해서 궁금한 거 있으면 무엇이든 여쭤보시면 됩니다. 그래서 음식에 대해서 궁금하거나 저희 운동 루틴에 대해서 궁금한 거나 무엇이든 여쭤보시면 되세요. You can ask me anything you want. I've got some questions saying, is there anything you don't want to answer? No, I don't care. I'll answer it. If it's something I can't answer on air, then I can answer you in a private message, okay? But if it's, we obviously need to not be doing some non-broadcasting things on the broadcast. But if you have another question that I can't answer you out loud, then you can send me a message. Dang that fluent Korean. 한국말을 fluent은 아니에요. 유창하지는 않지만 제가 14년 됐거든요. 그래서 제가 어느 정도는 할 수 있어요. But anyway, also I got a question. Is this only in English now? 누구셨나요? 여기. I can't find it. Anyway, yes, it's not just in English. I mean, we can speak Korean as well. 한국말도 할 수 있습니다. 괜찮아요. 그래서 불편 없이, 부담 없이 영어든 한국어든 둘 다 가능하십니다. So, let's see. #9050 샵9050 text messages will cost you 100 won, or you can send us a message on the YouTube live stream. We've got so many people watching now. The power of double chicken. 네, 여러분. 그 여쭤본 것 중에 우리 재미있는 문장을 골라서 치킨 쿠폰 드리겠습니다. 그리고 오늘 치킨 한 마리만 아니고요. 우리 치킨 두 마리. 그래서 여러분 혹시 치킨 좋아하신 분 손. Okay. If you like chicken, raise your hands. Me too. Let's see. Let me find all the questions. Let me go to these questions. First of all, we've got Sujong Christine Nim texting in saying, Rora, I used to see you at 6 p.m., but now you're at 4 p.m. That's so nice. I wanted to ask you how you've been doing in all those times. 개인적인 질문 되려나요? 아기는 잘 크고 있는지 궁금하고 진짜 오랜만에 본 친구처럼 캐칭업 할 게 많나요? 진짜 쏙 마음에 들어갔어요, 이거. 너무너무 좋아요. Actually, everybody's fine, everybody's happy, everyone's beautiful, and thank you so much for that beautiful message. I missed you all in that time I was away, but I'm glad to be back and catching up. Another one, I just want to say this, from Clean and Clean님. 로라는 성이 오시인가요? 오로라. 아재 개그 진짜 좋아합니다. Okay, let's get to On the Mic and then we'll be back with more blah blah and 질문 after this.
안녕하세요. 토마스입니다. 오늘은 비가 오나 눈이 오나 부산 시민들의 하루를 함께하고 계신 버스기사님과 이야기 나눠보겠습니다.
네, 반갑습니다. 우리 청취자분들께 간단하게 자기소개 한번 부탁드리겠습니다.
네, 안녕하세요. 부산에서 시내버스 기사로 일하고 있는 34살 김민남이라고 합니다. 민남입니다.
민남 기사님.
네네.
네, 반갑습니다.
네.
34살이시면 엄청 젊은 편이신 것 같아요.
네.
네네, 그죠?
네, 그런 편이죠.
네네.
네.
경력이 얼마나 되세요?
제가 여기서 근무한 지는 이제 한 2년 조금 넘었고.
네네네.
마을버스도 합하면은 한 7년 정도 되는 것 같습니다.
7년 정도.
네.
그전에는 마을버스 운행을 하시다가
네.
지금은 이제 시내버스 운행을 하고 계시는군요.
네.
네. 근무 형태는 보통 어떻게 되세요?
근무 형태가 2교대죠.
2교대.
네네.
네.
5일이라고 하루 쉬고 5일이라고 하루 쉬고. 6부제 기본. 네.
그럼 5일은 주간이시고 5일은 야간이시고 이런 식으로.
네네. 5일 주간 하고 하루 쉬고
네.
야간 5일 하고 하루 쉬고 주간 5일 하고 하루 쉬고.
네. 힘들진 않으세요?
주야가 바뀔 때
네.
몸이 좀 피곤하거나
맞아요.
좀 자국 안 되고 그런 점이 좀.
지금 7년 차시면은 이 나름의 어떤 컨디션 관리하는 팁도 있으실 것 같은데.
저는 일단 집돌이라 가지고
네네네.
무조건 그냥 집에서 쉽니다.
아, 저도 맞습니다. 네.
예. 그냥 집에서 그냥 영화 보거나
네네.
아니면 이제 제가 자전거 좀 타는데
네.
한 번씩 자전거 타러 가거나 예, 운동 조금
사이클을 또 타시는군요.
네네네.
취미로. 네.
네.
알겠습니다. 자, 우리 기사님께서도 처음 운전대를 잡으셨던 순간이 좀 있으실 것 같은데
네.
혹시 기억하십니까?
네.
나의 첫 운행.
아 솔직히 저는 그렇게 떨리진 않았어요. 군대에서도 운전병 나와가지고.
아, 저도요.
예.
네.
조교가 그러니까 처음에 가르쳐 주니까는
네.
그러니까 옆에 누구가 있다는 그게
네네.
안정감이 들어가지고 뭐 저는 딱히 뭐 떨리진 않았어요.
저는
예.
그렇지 못했거든요. 네.
아,
저는 누가 있어도 운행 끝나고 딱 내리면 등이 항상 땀으로 엄청 절어 있었던
아, 네.
그런 기억이 좀 납니다. 네. 자, 그러면 이제 부산 얘기를 좀 더 해보고 싶은데요. 아시겠지만 부산은 특히나 더 운전하기가 좀 어렵다.
다들 그렇게 얘기하시죠.
네, 그런 말씀 많이 하시잖아요.
네.
그런 거 좀 체감하시는 부분이 있나요?
일단은 저는 체감 잘 못하겠습니다. 똑같은 것 같은데요, 그냥.
아, 비슷한가요?
네. 신호등이 가라는 대로 가면 되지 않나.
아, 특별한 게 있나?
네, 특별한 게 있나. 네.
알겠습니다. 네. 제가 들었던 굉장히 재미있는 에피소드가 이 부산에서 차선 변경을 하려면 내가 가려던 방향의 반대 방향 지시등을 켜야 된다.
아.
그래서 왜 그러냐고 물어봤더니 그래야 내가 가려고 하던 방향의 뒷차가 상대적으로 좀 방심을 하기 때문에 그때
네.
이제 비집고 들어가야 된다 뭐 그런 얘기를 하시더라고요. 네. 재미있는 에피소드들이 많은 것 같습니다. 네. 자, 그럼 일하시면서 가장 보람 있는 순간들은 좀 언제세요?
한번 제가 혼자 한번 마을버스 할 때
네.
평범한 승객분인 줄 알고 태웠는데 그냥 노숙자분이셨던 거예요. 다른 사람들은 이제 막 저보고도 뭐라 하고 냄새 많이 난다고 막 뭐라 하는데 그때 당시에는 제 생각으로는 그래도 약간 내가 목적지까지는 가자 이래가지고
그죠?
한번
네.
그랬던 적은 있는데
네.
혼자 그냥 보람 같은 느껴졌던 것 같습니다.
기억에 남으시군요. 그런 내용이. 네. 그러면 그런 부분도 좀 있으실까요? 좀 이쪽을 지나갈 때는 항상 좀 기분이 좋다. 뭐 부산에도 참 아름다운 곳이 많지 않습니까?
일단 저희 60분 노선이 저희 집 앞에 지나가거든요. 집 앞에 지나갈 때 제일 좋죠 그냥. 정겨운 동네.
괜히 멀어질 때는 좀 마음이 좀 이상하시겠어요.
네, 뭐 빨리 가고 싶다 뭐 이런.
네. 알겠습니다. 네. 자, BRT 관련해서도 질문을 좀 드려보고 싶은 게 우리 부산에 버스 전용 차로가 도입이 된 지 한 10년이 채 안 됐더라고요. 우리 기사님들은 좀 어떠세요? 편한 점이 많으십니까? 아니면 나름의 또 고충이 또 있으신가요?
근데 진짜 딱 말씀하신 것처럼 딱 절반인 것 같아요. 편한 것도 있고
네.
또 약간 좀 불안한 점이 있죠. 왜냐면은 BRT가 없는 약간 타지에서 오신 분들도 그러니까 BRT에서 신호 대기하고 있거나 아니면 이제 갑자기 그냥 옆에서 가다가 갑자기 그러니까 방어 기제 피하려고 이제 자기도 모르게 이제 들어오는 그런 경우도 있거든요.
엄청 위험하겠는데요?
네, 그럴 때마다 깜짝깜짝 놀라죠. 네. 그런 건 좀 약간 좀 위험하고 편한 거는 당연히 이제 승객분들도 당연히 편하고
맞죠.
네, 출퇴근 시간에 좀 빨리 갈 수 있으니까.
그렇죠.
네.
네. 자, 그러면 이제 끝으로 우리 기사님의 인생을 영어 단어 하나로 표현하자면 어떤 게 있을까요?
영어 단어요?
네.
웨이트인 것 같습니다.
웨이트.
기다려.
기다리다.
네, 기다리다.
이유가 있습니까?
아직 제가 이제 여자친구도 없고 결혼도 안 했으니까 일단 기다리면 뭐 좋은 또 배필이 또 찾아오지 않을까.
아, 그런 뜻이군요.
네, 그냥
미래 여자친구에게도 한 말씀 해주시죠.
아, 여자친구요?
네.
네, 좀 이제 빨리 좀 나타났으면 좋겠네요.
알겠습니다.
네.
사랑도 빨리 찾으시기를 저도 이제 간절히 좀 바라겠습니다. 오늘 귀한 시간 너무너무 감사합니다.
예, 감사합니다.
고맙습니다.
네.
Wow. Is it just me? Or did he sound so cool? 너무 멋있었어요, 목소리. Thank you so much to our reporter for On the Mic, Thomas, and our interviewee, Mr. Kim Min Nam, who is a very, very cool bus driver. He's a veteran bus driver, actually, with 7 years' experience. He began his career based on the skills he developed while serving as a military driver during his time in the army. Now, city bus drivers in Busan work incredibly hard. They work on a 2-shift rotation. They alternate between day and night shifts in a 6-day cycle with scheduled days off. And they also have to deal with people all day, every day, with traffic, with all kinds of weather, all kinds of delays. Not an easy thing to do. And he said it's challenging. you know, it can be really challenging when the shift changes from day to night and you got to get back on that sleep schedule. And the city's exclusive bus lanes, which have been in place for less than 10 years, offer great convenience to passengers. I remember when they started to build those, that was really nice. But he did note that drivers who are unfamiliar with the BRT lanes can sometimes create dangerous situations, which can be a little startling. However, nevertheless, he skillfully handles these moments and remains committed to safe driving. We always ask, what's your favorite word in English? And he said, wait, as that's the word that defines his life. Ooh, that's very poetic. Wait, 기다려. So every day he drives towards someone who is waiting for him, and to him, the word also reflects his hope for better days to come. So thank you once again to Mr. Kim Min Nam and to Thomas for that wonderful interview as well. All right, that's it for On the Mic. Good? Happy? Delighted? It is now 5:12 on the clock. You're here with me, Laura McCluskey, on Friday, the 18th of July. Welcome to the show. Thank you for joining me. Now, FYI, this is a mini 특집. Do you know what 특집 is? If you're not Korean, then maybe you don't know what I'm saying when I said 특집. Mini 특집 is 특별한 집, house. It's a 특별한 house. This is our special house. For special people. It means a special show, okay? So it's a little mini special show because normally at this time we would have our quiz master, etc., etc. But instead, we're doing something different. Ask me anything you're curious about in the world, whether it's relationships, cooking tips, making friends, etc. I'll give you my answers and you could win chicken. We should record that. That was a good one. That was a good one. I think that was good. Yes, you can win chicken, but we have not one, but two chickens. Yes, two chickens. Woohoo! Chicken power. So, yes, you can let me know. 혹시 여러분 궁금한 거 있으신가요? 저에 대해서 궁금한 거 있으신가요? 그러면은 오늘 우리는 퀴즈 마스터는 안 하고 무엇이든 여러분이 궁금한 게 있다면 저에게 물어봐 주세요. 2부에서 지금 송 브레이크 한 다음에 지금 모두 다 대답해 드리겠습니다. But there's so many questions that I don't think I'm going to be able to answer everything. Which sounds very sad. 아무튼 let's have a song break before we go into 무엇이든 물어보로라. I like it. This is Island in the Sun by Weezer.
Hip, hip. Hip, hip. Hip, hip. Hip, hip. When you're on a holiday, you can't find the words to say all the things that come to you, and I wanna feel it too.
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to the show. It's 5:18 exactly on the clock here on Friday, the 18th of July. It's For Your Busan. I'm your host, Laura McCluckey, and it's time for Ask Me Anything, the segment you've all been waiting for with double chicken. Wap, 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 wap. So, what was that noise? What was that noise? All right. Now, listen, I have in my hand a list of questions. If you're joining us on the YouTube live stream, you'll see I've got in my hand a list of questions. This is not even close to half of how many questions we've got, okay? So just FYI, they have been selected for me. I'm so sorry if your question doesn't get read, okay? But our writer and our team is out there just going through every single question and trying to pick the most fun ones. So remember, the most fun questions, two will be chosen, and we'll send you some chicken, okay? Wap, 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 wap. Listen, I like making noises. I think that must be the ADHD coming through. Right, let's see. I gotta blow my hair out my face. So this segment is all about getting a bit more close together, getting to know me a bit more. Clay Potter name asked me to stand up so they could read the bottom of my t-shirt. Let me just stand up and keep shouting at you so we don't have 방송 사고. It says, text me when you get home. But there's a look at this, text time. Look, there's a spelling mistake. It should be text me when you get home, but it's text me when you get home. Or text time. Doesn't make sense. I love it. It's unhinged. Okay, here we go. First question. Iherim said, I want to know what's written on your shirt. The last sentence. Text me when you get home. Okay, we scored that one out. Ooh, okay. Do you have any special plan for Your Busan? Actually, I told you our special plan for Your Busan earlier. So this message must have come in a while ago from 6452 Nim. So thank you so much for your question. Actually, we want this place to be a community for everybody in Busan and beyond Busan, a global community. So everyone can come here, learn about Busan, chat with each other, exchange ideas, exchange jokes, etc. And also eat chicken. Let's have a chicken party. I got a message about Soyunnim texting in on the text topic. Oh, I love it. Soyunnim says, Laura, what is your Mr. Right? Oh, it's a good question. Mr. Right? Okay, so obviously, you know, I'm married and my husband is Korean. So he is my official, on paper, Mr. Right, right? However, this is going to make me sound crazy. I really like very kind of 남자답다. I like kind of messy, big, like scruffy looking guys, and my husband's not scruffy looking at all. But you know who I really love, especially when he was younger? Taemin-sik. Taemin-sik. So I really from Old Boy, and you know that photo where he's like this, his hair's everywhere, is like smiling at the door because he just lost his mind. That's one of my favorites, and he is so 매력적이라서 진짜 attractive이라고 생각하는 거예요. So maybe I wouldn't want to marry him, but Mr. Right is someone who is deeply passionate and very funny. Funny is the most important thing for me, I think. Someone asked me, and please tell me who it was. Are you going to have an open studio like All Star does sometimes? So this is not up to me. If it was up to me, I would say yes, let's do it every week. A lot of the times people say, oh, can we do a meet the listeners, or can we have an open studio event? I would love that. Hands up if you want to do open studio and hang out together in person. 네, 우리는 오픈 스튜디오 공개 방송을 하고 싶은 사람들이 손. Ang PD always covering her armpit. Armpit PD. My favorite thing. My husband is really funny. I don't know if other people think he's funny, but instead of Brad Pitt, he says Bang Pitt. Brad Pitt. 빵피트. It's so stupid. I love it. Okay, it's the real one. 박효연이. Sorry, I can't read it. It's so far away. 박혜연이. It's 혜연이. Question to Rora. Hey, McClucky. Yeah. I'm curious how you deal with feelings of jealousy when you feel jealous of a colleague's or even a stranger's accomplishments or work. That's such a difficult question and such a good question, because I think we all look at other people and it makes us feel something about ourselves. And so a long time ago, I would... we're often very unkind to ourselves when we talk to ourselves, right? We talk to ourselves way more unkindly than we would talk to somebody else. We say things like, you're an idiot, you're stupid, why would you wear that? Look how old you are, blah, 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 right? We would never say that to someone else. So I think for me, going through a lot of self-discovery and a lot of self-care, self-love, self-development, you learn to use feelings as information. So I always say this to my kids, all emotions are welcome, but not all behaviors are welcome. And I use that for myself as well. And so I think all emotions are welcome. If I feel jealous, I use that not as a reason to be like, oh, look at that person, or, oh, I'm not good enough. I'll use it as information to say, wow, I love what that person's doing to the point that I feel jealous. So that tells me that I also really want to do it. And then that gives me the information I need to then make a change. So take the next step. If I want to do it, if I'm jealous, then I need to go out and work hard and do the thing as well. So I hope that answers your question, 혜연님. Does it? You can send me a message, but I won't find it. I won't find your answer there. Here we go. Armpit PD. Whoops. So what have I done? Okay, let me just go here. Ooh. So 조태핑님 saying, when is your birthday? My birthday is March 13th of 19 blah blah blah. Tomorrow is my daughter's 8th birthday, so we'll have a birthday party with friends. What's your summer vacation plan? Where do you recommend in Korea? First of all, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, 예쁜 공주. Happy birthday to you. 축하드립니다. And to mom and dad, congratulations. Summer vacation, I don't have one. I don't have a summer vacation. I will spend my summer vacation with you right here in Busan, because Busan has it all, actually. So I don't need to go anywhere. Where do I recommend in Korea? I love a little place which is up the coast called Nashari. Have you been? Have you been to Nashari? It's a very quiet fishing village. There is not much there, but there's some really nice pensions nestled in amongst lots of green mountains and farmlands, and there's also a beautiful beach. I went to Nashari. I went and stayed on a pension, and it was amazing. It was so wonderful. I spent time with friends, so I recommend, find somewhere that's not popular. Find somewhere that's very quiet and go and enjoy some quiet time and just quality time with your friends. I just noticed Laura isn't aging, lol. I met her about 7 to 8 years ago. She hasn't been aging at all since then. Chicken! No, just kidding. I can't just give you the chicken like that. I'm not allowed to do. But if there was an award for giving me an ego boost, that would be it. So shallow. Okay, here we go. 랄라님 texting in saying, 로라, 포요 부산은 어떻게 맡게 되신 건가요? 제가 해보겠습니다 하고 들어왔나요? 아님 로라가 폴열 부산을 맞아주세요 라고 스카우트 당했어요. So basically in English, how did you become the DJ or the host for Your Busan? And, did you volunteer? Was it a request? Was it because you had no other choice? Okay, first of all, there's always a choice. But I have been in broadcasting for over 22 years, almost 23 years. In fact, no, it's 2025. 23 years. So my first time at a radio station was when I was years old. And yeah, since then I've worked at BEFM since 2014 actually. And so I just stopped hosting a couple of years ago because I wanted to eat dinner with my kids. And because I was doing the 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. show with Minsu, I always missed dinner time. And so it was at that point, my daughter was still a baby and my son was still very young. And I thought, you know what? I can always come back, but I need to spend those really important years with my kids. And so I chose to take a rest and then I chose to come back. And so I already told our director, get me back in. So as soon as there was an opportunity, she said, come on down. So yeah, that's the answer to that. Okay, I'm going to give you one more question and then we're going to have a song. There's so almost no time for all of this. I've been doing broadcasting since I'm 1 year old. Yes, correct. Since I was 4. So I'm 28 now. Okay. Read that one. This is from okay. 차영준님. 로라는 한국어 공부 많이 하시나요? 외국어 공부 어쩌하는지 궁금해요. 이게 진짜 really, really common question. How do you study Korean? Share your tips for studying a foreign language. My tip is use everything you have. So listen to music in a different language, watch TV, read books, immerse yourself, and you need to speak. Don't speak the words, however, speak the sounds. 아기처럼 처음부터 소리로 말하면 됩니다. 그래서 예를 들면 I didn't know what 맞거든 meant for a very long time. 뭐뭐뭐 하거든요. 무슨 뜻인지 몰랐어요. 근데 많이 들었으니까 그냥 자연스럽게 언제 사용해야 하는지 알고 있었고 그대로 그냥 말했습니다. 그래서 거든요는 발음은 중요합니다. 뭐뭐뭐 하거든요. 근데 내가 무슨 말인지 아직까지 정확하진 않아요. So basically, don't speak, especially adults. Don't read the word because your brain tries to understand the word and then the translation of the word. Listen to a native speaker and make the noise like this. I could say to PD님, I could say, 앙 PD, 진짜요? 너무 이상해요. 진짜요? 진짜? 와. This is sounds. It's about the sounds and the energy of the language. It's not about the words. So that's my biggest tip for you. All right, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. And it's time for us to have a song break. And I'll be back with the winner of today's non-quiz but quiz for Double Chicken. This is Dancing in the Moonlight by Toploader. Welcome back, everybody, to Ask Me Anything. Okay, I'm going to answer a few more questions before I announce the two winners who will get chicken, winner, chicken dinner. It is a winner, chicken dinner. You like that? That's exciting. Well, PD doesn't care. Also, I just want to say, everybody's commenting on how good the songs are today. This is not me choosing these. These are all Ang PD. Would you believe she's only 16 years old and she's choosing all these amazing... Well, she's a bit older. All these amazing songs. Everyone's loving the music today. I love it. So, Ang PD, more of this, please. Don't forget, guys, you can send us your song requests as well. Okay, we've got Amy Park Neem texting in saying, Laura, what's your MBTI? My MBTI? What do you think? It's ENFP. I'm ENFP입니다. Yes. So surprised. What do you think? You're not surprised at all. Is there any Korean food you tried once and decided never to eat again? Yes, 번데기. 번데기, no thank you very much. Youngnim, that was your question. I will never ever eat 번데기 ever again. It was terrible. However, apparently people really like it. And Name saying, Laura, are you a cat person or a dog person? I love both, but I have a dog, so I have to say I'm a dog person, I guess. Oh, I'm so sad that, a trendy English name for a fabulous English name for a teenage girl from Sainim. Sainim, you can call yourself not a girly name, so a kind of 남자답다 이름. You can 남성스러운 이름을 선택하면 진짜 트렌디해요. So like Stevie or like Jay is kind of neutral as well. So something that sounds a little bit neutral, that's kind of trendy. But I don't know. I don't know if I'm trendy. Okay. Are we ready? I wanna answer more questions. This is so much fun. I'm so sorry. We need to do the winner now, right? Do we have the winner? Okay, let me get to the board. The winner board. I'm so excited. Who is going to be the winner? Numero uno wannabe name texting in. Hello. Anonym Doog. Dog. Okay, let's see. We've got final. This is the final decision. Okay, we're good? I've got it. I think I've got it. Okay, we've got 3 winners today. Amazing입니다. But 2 chickens. Okay. So for coffee, the coffee 한잔 winner is 영님. Congratulations. That was a 마지막 추가. Wow. Okay, everybody, are you ready? For one of the 2 chickens we have pecking around this studio, the first winner is 1726 님. 축하드립니다. Okay, and ready for the final chicken. We're having lots of these do-do-do-do sounds. Okay, are we ready for the final chicken of Friday? The winner is W Neem. Congratulations to everybody, and thank you so much for all of your amazing questions. Listen, I would love to answer more of these, so I think we definitely do need to have like networking party, open studio or something, so we can get more questions coming in. But listen, it's time for us to move along, so keep your seats in your bottoms wherever you are and get ready for My Home, My Busan.
Tune in to For Your Busan, featuring local news, events, and interviews with people in the community. Airing from 4:05 to 6 p.m.
Welcome back, everybody, and thank you for joining us for the final segment of Friday. Ooh, don't be too sad because it's My Home, My Busan, and every Friday we're joined by a special guest from another country to share their stories and their journey of learning 한국어, the Korean language and culture in Busan. So please give a very warm For Your Busan welcome to Vishleja. Hello. Hi. Oh, look, there's Hong Taka. Hello. Let me give you my heart to take that picture. There's my heart. Vishleja, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Fabulous. Thank you for asking. You feeling nervous?
A little.
A little nervous.
Yes.
Okay, listeners, everybody, Vish is feeling a bit nervous, so please send her all of your love and 응원. She's feeling a little nervous. Okay, so Vish, tell us about yourself.
So, hi everyone, I'm Vishleja and I am a student in Dongmyung University, Busan International College. So yes, I'm in the third semester and I'm about to go to the fourth semester next month. And I'm really excited.
You're excited to be like almost graduating?
Yes.
Yeah, me too. I'm going to my fourth semester next month.
That's crazy.
I'm not excited about it.
Why not?
Because that means I have to write papers and study harder.
That's understandable.
Yeah, I want to sit down and take a nap, but I do that very often, so I shan't do that. How long have you lived in Busan and how long have you been studying Korean?
Well, it's been 1.5 years since I came to Busan. And I did not necessarily learn Korean because since I was really young, I was really interested in Korean language.
Really?
Culture. So yes, I just knew a little bit. After coming here, I had the chance to experience it firsthand.
So since you were, okay, Vish, you said since you were really young, you're right now you're really young, you're 21. So since what age were you interested in Korean?
Well, I remember my first Korean drama being The Hires when I was in 8th grade.
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
Oh yeah, and there used to be a drama, The Tea Garden or something, The Tree something. And it used to be dubbed in my language. So my mom used to watch that.
Oh, I see. I love it. I love it. Okay, so did you tell us where you're from?
Yes, I'm from Nepal. No, I did not.
You didn't? I was going to say, in your language. So what is your language?
Well, in my country, we speak Nepali. English being the second language.
I see, which is why your English is so very fluent.
Oh, no, it's not.
It really is. Wonderful, wonderful English. We've got lots of people texting in saying, make yourself at home, Vish, from viewer discretion. Ebongi-nim saying, hello, Vish, with a little heart. Boss-nim saying, oiso. Do you know what that means?
No, I don't.
Means, come on.
Oh, thank you so much, everyone.
Oiso. So everyone's saying lots of lovely things. Thank you so much to everybody. Thanks, Benny. Thanks, Sarangdo. Thank you, everybody. Okay, so do you speak Korean?
A little bit.
A little bit?
Yes.
Can you give us a self-introduction?
Oh, can I?
If you want to.
Okay, sure. 안녕하세요. 저는 비슬레샤입니다. 반갑습니다.
반갑습니다. Oh, 잘했습니다. I love it. Oh, that you're so sweet. Look how sweet she is. Look at that. Here's your camera, by the way, if you want to stare into the eyes of our viewers. So, what is your favorite K-pop or K-drama?
Well, there are a lot of K-dramas, so I cannot just choose one. But I do have a favorite group that I'm really biased.
Oh, yeah?
It's 17.
Oh, I wonder why. Why do you like 17?
Well, they have good music.
Oh, there you go. That's the correct answer. Perfect music. You're 21. That's around the right age. I get it. I used to like boy bands back when I was a boy band lover.
Oh, do you have any favorite boy band?
Well, now they're not boy bands. Now they're man bands. So not really. Not anymore. But of course, I love BTS, right? You gotta love BTS. Yes. Okay, so tell us a bit more about your experience in Korea.
Well, experience in my Korea so far has been really good. It's really pleasant. People are really nice, actually. And they're just friendly. Whenever doing something, they would just come up to me and be like, oh, do you need help? Whenever I'm looking for something, I was looking for the building, like which floor it was. And a gentleman came and I was like, what are you looking for? And I said, I want to go to the Busan International English podcast. And he was like, it's on the 4th floor. So I came here.
That's it. That's like 부산 사람들이 정이 많잖아요. So I love the concept of 정. Do you know 정? 정 is like this unwritten energy. It's a felt sense of of kind of emotion that is with Busan people. And they say Busan or Korean people, but not just Korean people. People around the world have a lot of jung. And I would say Scottish people have a lot of jung as well. Jung is basically just this feeling of friendliness and warmth that makes you feel comfortable. Yeah.
I learned something.
Yeah, there you go. You learn something new every day, Fish. So you've been here for, quite a while. Yes. Not too long, but quite a while. What are some of your favorite places that you've explored?
Well, I haven't really explored much, although I love exploring, but I'm too lazy to go out of my home. So there are very few places that I frequent a lot, and one of them is Dadepo.
Ah, Dadepo.
It's so peaceful.
Yeah.
Like the beaches here, they are, I wouldn't say overrated, but like it's way too crowded for me.
Yes.
So Dadepo is so peaceful. I can go there for a picnic. I can just go there and stand in the water and no one would notice me.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Dadepo is the best. I would recommend.
Recommend Dadepo. So Dadepo is actually a Guinness World Record holder. You've probably seen it. It's the largest in-ground musical water fountain. So we have that's very specific. We have a Guinness World Record for that. But have you ever been to Dadepo in winter?
No, I haven't.
No? Okay. So you recommend Dadepo. I recommend going to Dadepo in winter and going up the hill to the observatory, looking out at the sunset, because the sun comes down on top of the mountain and it looks like the mountain is on fire.
Wow.
It's so beautiful.
Oh my God.
I love it.
Yeah, that sounds really good.
It's so good. It was so beautiful. I cried a little bit.
You did?
Yeah, a little bit. But I'm curious about you, and you said that Nepali is your first language and English is your second. How many languages do you speak?
Well, fluently I can speak 3 languages.
Just 3?
Yes, Hindi, Nepali and English. Also, I'm still in the process of Korean. It's not fluent, it's not that bad either, so I'm in the middle. And the language that I'm learning a little bit is Japanese.
Ah, Japanese as well. Oh, I like it. Why are you learning Japanese too?
Because I don't want to read subtitles anymore.
Yes, I understand that. Usually in Nepal, how many languages do people speak?
Well, normally, on average, people can speak 3 languages.
Okay.
Also because we have different languages within our country, so people they know other languages as well. So for me, I can speak Thai language. It's an indigenous Nepali language of my community. So yes, I can speak 4 languages in that sense.
Interesting. Yeah. And so would other Nepalese people be able to understand that language?
No, they wouldn't. Because it is from my community only.
Wow. That's very interesting, isn't it? That's very interesting. So I want to know, what are some of the differences between Nepal and Korea, but specifically Busan, since you've been here? What did you experience?
Well, first of all, I would like to talk about the physical differences. Nepal is a landlocked country, so I have never seen a beach before.
Wow.
So, and Busan is located right beside the sea.
Yeah.
Wherever I go, I can just take a look and be like, oh, there is a beach.
Yeah.
So yes, that's one. And another is Korea is a homogeneous country.
Yeah.
We have only one language, which is taught to the whole country.
Yeah.
And in my country, every community have their own languages, their own cultures, and also holidays. Korea doesn't have much holidays. We have every 1 or 2 months you'll get 4 to 5 holidays.
Yeah.
So
We've not got that many. We talked about that recently, didn't we? I'm going to ask you, can you grab your phone and just pick it up off the table, because it's making a little bzz noise every time. She's very popular. She's got all these friends messaging her saying, I see you on YouTube. I think, well, good. I'm glad they see you. Could you recommend some things for us to eat, to see, to experience if we were to go to Nepal?
Yes, there are a lot. I would recommend eating momo. It's a dumpling.
Momo?
Yes, it's like a dumpling.
Sounds very cute.
Yeah. Oh, Japanese people have name momo.
Ah,
but
really?
It's a food. Yes, it's a food, and it's momo. It's filled with meat. You can have it pork. We can have chicken. Also, we have vegetarian options because I'm from country where Hindus resides a lot. So yes, we have vegetarian options. It is eaten with a sesame sauce mixed with tomatoes and all. Yes, you can just eat that. It's really good.
This is dinner time, and I'm very hungry. I don't want to talk about food just before dinner. But what about Korean food? So we're talking about food. I'm going to ask you places to go in Nepal in a minute, but Korean food, what's your favorite Korean food?
Because I had tteokbokki while before coming here, I'm going to say tteokbokki.
Tteokbokki. 맛있겠다. So the difference is though, like in beef, because you said you've got a lot of Hindus in Nepal, beef is very hard to find, right?
It is really hard. And like in my country, killing a cow is a crime and it could lead you to 4 years of jail.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, fun fact, before 9 years ago, it used to be 40 years.
40 years for killing a cow.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's interesting, the things that we don't know until we know, isn't it? We always knew that you don't eat beef within the Hindu religion, but I didn't realize like killing a cow was a prisonable offense.
Yes, because there are a lot of Hindu people and we worship cow as a goddess of money.
Yeah.
That's a crime.
So very important, yes. A goddess of money, yeah. That's a punishable offense. Okay, so tell us a bit more about your country. We've got about a minute and a half, so tell us a bit more about where you come from.
Well, I'm from Nepal, as you know, but I was born and raised in Tarai region of Nepal, which are just flatlands. It is quite hot compared to other places. We have hilly regions and we also have Himalayan regions. Like we cannot say Nepal without mentioning Mount Everest.
Of course.
Yes. So yes, we have Mount Everest. The area around Mount Everest is really cold. I have never been there. And fun fact, although I'm from a country which has like a lot of mountains, the first time I experienced snow was in Busan.
Really?
Yes.
So your first beach and your first snow was Busan?
Yes.
Which is rare because Busan doesn't get that much snow.
I think it rained thrice while I was here.
Wow. Snowed 3 times?
Yes.
That's interesting. I grew up in a country that had snow all the time, so snow is not like exciting. So when I see it in Korea though, because it's not frequent, I'm like, it's snowing. What about some places to recommend for our listeners? Where could our listeners go in Nepal?
Well, if you're like nature lover like me who like to have their like peaceful time with just experiencing a lot of adventures, you can go to Sundar Lake, which is below the Mount Everest, so you can. It is the deepest freshwater lake of Nepal, and you can enjoy the view of Mount Everest directly. It is really pretty, really cold.
So wrap up.
Yes, but if you like the hustle bustle of the city life, I would recommend our capital city, Kathmandu.
Yeah, I really want to go to Kathmandu. I've got to go.
It's really good.
I have a friend from Nepal and he said, you've got to come here. And I said, yeah, but I don't know. It's getting the time to do it, right? Finally, what are your future plans? What are your goals?
Well, I haven't really made any like specific plans because I'm not a person who would like plan things in advance. But like I just have rough calculations of what I want to do. So I do plan on completing my undergraduation first here. And if I get a good chance from a BIC, I would definitely more willing to join graduate course.
Yeah.
And the final goal is to be a teacher.
To be a teacher.
Yes.
Oh, I love that. Well, listen, we wish you all the best of luck. So many people texting in wishing you all the luck. And just you can wave and say hello to your family, friends at home, and make sure you send them this link. So the link will be up very soon and you can see everyone. Do you want to say bye-bye?
Bye-bye.
Very quickly.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Oh, thank you so much, Vish. We'll see you next time.
Oh, thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, you can stay there though. You don't need to get out just yet. So it's time for us to say goodbye for today's show. So sad. Somebody asked me, what are you going to do after the show? I'm going home. I'm going to eat dinner. I'm going to kick off my shoes and then I'm going to enjoy some chicken. All right, today's show produced by Jung Yuna, written by Hong Kyung-hwa and hosted by Laura McCluckey. I'll be back here tomorrow for the weekend show and I'll see you back here on Monday at 4:05 p.m. Final song, Eternal Flame by the Bangles. Bye-bye.